Welcome back, everybody, to this week's video. I'm back at the old property for the week. I've got some projects to take care of, so I'm not on the boat right this minute. Today is Wednesday, the 26th of February. So I've got a few more days here at the old homestead, my ex-wife's property. I do come back here. She has a guest house she lets me stay in and lets me use the workshop here on the property. So I've got some projects I'm working on there, so that's not bad. I want to thank everybody who's liked and subscribed to the videos. Find it funny, on 2 of the videos I've got like 700 likes, and on each video I've had 5 thumbs down, dislikes, I don't know what you call them. And I find that funny because I have 2 ex-wives and I'm friends with both of them, so I'm pretty sure they didn't give me the thumbs down. But and I haven't dated anybody in over 40 years other than those 2 women. So I guess I got 5 old girlfriends from 40 years ago that still don't like me. But anyway, hey, if you enjoy the videos, hit that like and subscribe buttons. But if you don't like something and you feel like you need to hit that down button, the thumbs down button, at least tell me in the comments what you don't like. Maybe it's something I can fix. Maybe you just don't like my ugly looks. Who knows? But I really enjoy doing the videos. It's been fun. It's a new experience. And on this week's video, I'm going to show you where I actually removed my Mainsheet traveler and the trough that the rail thing fits in. I don't know what that thing's called, but how I fill that in with Cusa board and fiberglass over it and things of that nature. So let's get to it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you again for all you've done. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and comment. I've been trying to respond to all the comments. There have been quite a few of them, well over 100 comments, I think, and I've tried to respond to all of them, and not just an AI response. You get unless you call me the AI, which is the alternate idiot, but it is what it is. Also, I want to thank my Patreons. I got a few Patreons. I want to thank you guys for that. You guys get content that's not shown on YouTube, so you'll see more of the bloopers and some of the screw ups that I've done on that, which I'll bring back onto these videos as well. So let's if you do want to join the Patreon crowd, you can just go to Patreon, go to SV Excalibur. The link is down, or the description is down, and link, whatever, is down in the description below, whatever, what the hell. So I'm not a professional. I mean, someone told me I shouldn't be rambling, but hey, I'm a rambling man. So let's get to this week's video.
So what I'm going to do is pull this Mainsheet traveler out and fill that trough in where the I don't know what that rail is sitting. I'm going to fill that in, and okay, so what I've done here, I've got Cusa board. The marina actually gave me some, so I didn't have to buy this. This is 3/4 inch Cusa board, plus it's probably Blue Water 20, and then the dark one is Blue Water 26 or something. I don't know which one. Anyway, I had to put 2 pieces together. So what I'm doing now is just priming it for fiberglass, because I'm going to put fiberglass. I got to build it up anyway, so I'm using matte and I know I'm using a matte and not a biaxial. What's the other kind? Whatever the other kind of fiberglass is called. The strand, that's what it's called. So that's what I'm doing. I'm putting several layers on both sides, and this is the first bit going on using West Systems epoxy with 206 hardener. So you can see I've just got the first coat first layer of mat down, using the little roller there to roll off, make sure there's no bubbles down in it. You know, you can see one piece popping up because what I've got sitting on is not exactly flat. So here comes the strand down. So I'm getting that rolled in. You know, when you use strand, it's better to use a polyester epoxy, but I use what I use. So, and it worked fine. You just got to make sure. So here I am starting to prep well and get the bubbles this area. I've actually already prepped it a little bit. You can see the holes. It's just where the screws building up this piece of those I actually drilled out, like I said, and filled with fiberglass both sides with several layers. So now I'm just getting it sanded and ready for because I was having to bring the Coosa board in, make it a little bit thicker. And so I'm using a couple of fiberglass when I got it. In my previous career, I used a lot of cut it down to size. So. Just using this little triangle sander to get the edges. Now I'm coming back here with a little 3-inch sander. Before I sped this video up, and before I took the audio out and put my own audio in, it sounded funny. You can hear the sander going and squealing. It was pretty funny. But if I didn't think y'all would appreciate that noise. So here I'm just sanding this down. I think I'm sanding this with 40 grit, if I remember correctly. Is what we're sanding this with, 40 grit. Just trying to roughen it up, not trying to get all the gel coat off. And I'll probably explain why later in the video. But this does a good job getting it prepped up and ready to go. I'd like to take that all the way down to the fiberglass, but that's not going to happen. And if I was worried about structurally, but this is where the piece of Coosa board I'm making up goes, just to fill in this gap. So I'm not as worried about it. But if I was worried about it structurally, then I would take it all the way down to fiberglass, because anytime I'm going to epoxy to this gel coat, I'm depending on the gel coat to make sure it holds the fiberglass below it, which of course it probably will. But if it was something structural, say if I was putting the Traveler back down here, then I would actually take it down to the fiberglass. Good morning, everyone. So we're out here working on the boat today. It's October the 26th, and it's like 80 degrees outside. I can't believe it. Of course, it's going to be down in the 50s in a few days, so that's going to suck. But anyway, what we're working on today, to begin with, is that Coosa board I fiberglassed up yesterday that has 2 layers of fiberglass, a mat and a strand on the bottom, and 4 layers on the top, mat and strand alternating, of course. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show y'all what we're doing there. So there it is. I've got it cut and ready to go. That is where my Mainsheet Traveler used to be. So we're going to change that out, put the Traveler in a different area. And so I've now got to epoxy this in. The reason I did not, and I think I may have explained in an earlier video, the reason I didn't sand that all the way down to the fiberglass is because it's not a structural integrity issue. So I'm not worried about, sometimes the reason you want to get all the way down to fiberglass because the weakest part could let go. But since this is just a fill piece, I felt comfortable just getting it sanded well enough so that the epoxy will hold that piece of Coosa board in, and then I'll come back and fiberglass over the top of it, fill it, bare it, and then paint it. All right. That's okay. This stuff's getting hot. coating other stuff here. This down in here. Alright. And then hold down, so I gotta put some extra weight on those ends. There we go. Okay, I'm not sure what happened to the footage where I put another layer of, 2 layers of fiberglass on top of the Cusa board. But now we're into the fairing, and so I forget what type fairing I'm using here. I think it was fairing from Alexil. At this point, I think I had a good bit of this fairing left over, and it came out white or gray. No, gray. It was white. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so that's all I'm doing is just fairing this down. Actually, over the next minute or so, is actually several coats of fairing that I've done. So, and you'll see that I do it in sections. Pull out, just trying to fair this area, because remember there was a trough between the 2 seats, between the bench that's next to the cabin, and then the 2 lazarettes. So the main thing is getting that all faired up and getting it smooth, so I can get it sanded, getting the field. So what I don't want to have happen is when it rains to have a low spot that just a puddle of water sits. So that's what I'm doing here. And so I use a couple of different plastic trowels. You'll see here in a second. I use a little bigger one to spread it out even more. So it turned out really well. You'll see in later videos when it's finished, when I actually finished painting this cockpit, you'll see how well it actually works. Okay, now I started the sanding process of getting this all sanded down and smooth, getting it ready for paint. And this is, this is pretty straightforward, just getting it sanded. I think I probably sanded it with 60 grit to begin with, to get all the excess off and the little things off, and you probably ain't gonna be able to tell it, but I actually used the sander to roll the edges so the edges wouldn't be sharp. So the sander actually rolled the edges, and then after sanding it with 60 grit, I think I probably went up to 120. I skipped a couple of grits in there, went up to 120. So all in all, it turned out really well. I was real satisfied with it. And like I said earlier, you'll see that in later videos how well it actually finished out.
All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was done it was shot in, I think, around October of 2023 when I fixed that, removed that traveler. So if you did like it, hit the subscribe button, the like button. Please leave me comments, because I do enjoy answering the comments. If you didn't like it and you give it a thumbs down, remember what I said, at least tell me why, so I can address it. Again, thank you for enjoying the videos. Thank you for subscribing. And if you did not watch all the way to the end, well, hope you have a great night's sleep. Gotcha.